Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ellyn with a Y Goes Live Tuesdays at 10. I am so excited to have you here today. We have such a great guest. Steve Doss will be joining us later on in the program, so get excited. We have so much to talk about, so much to dive into. Hot topics are HOT hot this week. So Coachella, as my friend from work, Camille, likes to call it, the Influencer Olympics, were this weekend, weekend one. We had some massive, huge performances from the likes of Kid Cudi and Ariana Grande, who brought out not only Nicki Minaj, but also NSYNC, or 4/5 of NSYNC. And that apparently she had some like audio issues, so that's pretty sad, but like whatever. So Coachella was huge this weekend, and I was loving everyone's posts and pics. There were some pretty interesting outfit selections this year. Hopefully nothing that was offensive. We feel like we always run into that with Coachella. But some interesting sightings. As always, Leonardo DiCaprio can be found where there's models, there's Leo. And so he was meandering about the grounds in his like hoodie with his little hat. And I was watching this interview with Erin Lim from E! And she was asking all of these interview guests, oh, have you seen Leo? Have you seen Leo? And she finally asked a group of models. And of course, the models had seen Leo. He was hanging out with his 2-year-old girlfriend, Camilla Marone. So his anchor to Coachella is young models. Also, a very interesting run-in, Hailey Bieber bumped into Jordyn Woods at Coachella. Hailey Bieber is firmly within the Kardashian camp, so I think that might have been a very awkward interaction, but who can say? Apparently that's a thing I say on this show. Who can say? We'll get merch soon. So that's an interesting interaction, and actually at a very interesting time, because Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson had to cross paths with each other again this weekend because it was True's birthday. So you can see this image of Khloe kind of looking shocked that she has to be around Tristan for the baby's first birthday. And apparently they're like trying to manage co-parenting. But I can only imagine the like texts and tweets going around saying that like people saw Jordyn. Also, Kylie dipped into Coachella for a moment with her boo, Travis Scott, but then quickly jetted out in the PJ, as they refer to it, aka private jet. The biggest news of all, I feel, is that Kim Kardashian is becoming a lawyer. This is a visual of her studying for her exam. She's using college line loose leaf paper and flashcards. I'm not sure how I feel about her becoming a lawyer. I think she was definitely inspired by her father. He was a lawyer. If you remember, he was a part of O.J. Simpson's legal team. He wasn't actually a criminal defense lawyer though, so just FYI. So Kim is becoming a lawyer, and maybe she can actually defend this next hot topic, Loughlin, because she pled not guilty in the college cheating scandal. I don't really know how it's possible that Loughlin can think that she is not guilty in this college cheating scandal. Her husband also pled not guilty. We'll see how this plays out. It's kind of tragic that she's taking a not guilty plea. Perhaps she like doesn't even realize that she did something wrong, which is actually really, really sad, and really sad for her kids. So I don't really know what's going on with Loughlin and why her lawyers would advise to do a not guilty plea, but maybe she needs to swap them out for Kim K legal associates. Kardashian, and Jenner. That would be a really good law firm. That is our hot topics for this week. Moving on to what to watch, where I tell you what I've been binge watching because I am a power watcher. Some really good shows that you should be watching right now. I would recommend watching Sabrina, the Teenage Witch on Netflix. It is brought to you by the same people who created Riverdale, so it's kind of got that kitschy horror drama vibe, and it's pretty good. I love it. Definitely watch it, because season 2 just came out on Netflix, so if you haven't watched it, catch up, and then you'll get to see season 2. I would also recommend everyone get up to speed on their Sunday service from Kanye West, because this Sunday at Coachella, he is going to be opening Easter Sunday's performances at 8 a.m. with Kanye West Sunday service. So if you are not up to speed with having watched some of his performances, you can watch them live on YouTube from Coachella this Wednesday, because YouTube live streams all of Coachella. And then finally, if I haven't spoken about it enough in the last episode, Game of Thrones. If you're not watching Game of Thrones, you should be binging it now so that by the time the season is over, you can actually be caught up and then binge the last season. Game of Thrones is happening. I can't stop talking about it. So for the next 5 more weeks of the show, Game of Thrones. So that is our what to watch segment of the show. And now we're moving into food for thought. So a funny story about watermelon. In high school, I got really obsessed with watermelon. I was like eating really healthy. As I've talked about on the show, I've kind of gone back and forth a lot with my weight. So this was a time when I was like itty bitty, teeny weeny, yellow polka dot bikini. And I was eating a ton of watermelon, maybe unhealthily, to get to that place. So I would like start the day with maybe Special K, and then I'd eat watermelon and a thing of Special K for lunch, and then I would have like some kind of a low-fat dinner or whatever. But when I was eating this watermelon, I would come to school. This is in high school. I'd come to school with like those black or round Chinese food containers with watermelon perfectly cut into a circle in that Chinese food container, because my mom, bless her soul, would prepare that for me for my lunch at school. And there would be in my fridge like 5 or 6 stacked watermelon containers for me to eat watermelon. So I'd get to school, and this got to a point where my best friend Sam from high school would honestly she would be like, Ellyn, again with the watermelon? Why are you eating all this watermelon? What's going on? Like you're not eating real food. So I had this like obsession with eating watermelon. But as I got older, and I would say after college, when I was buying my own groceries, I realized quickly that sometimes watermelon, like a whole watermelon, will not get eaten, or it could go to waste. So I would buy like a quarter or a half watermelon, and just like sit there with a steak knife and a fork and eat it like a real meal, like an actual piece of meat. And I would just like cut into this quarter watermelon, and that's what I would eat sometimes for dinner. Like I'd have that and a glass of wine. I literally would. I was just like eating my watermelon like a watermelon steak and act as if it was this like huge meal, and it wasn't. Kind of unhealthy. I totally know what I recognize, okay guys? Fast forward to now living on my own in the city in Manhattan, I have a nice kitchen, but it's a pretty small kitchen and a really small countertop. I don't have enough counter space to cut watermelon, because when you're cutting watermelon, the juice of the watermelon kind of like seeps everywhere and goes off of the cutting board and runs down the counter, and then you would have an ants problem or like a cockroach problem, and I cannot handle bugs at all. So now I've been dealing with this issue of like, well, I can't really cut a whole watermelon or even a half because it gets really wet everywhere. And so now I've become someone who I guess is slightly bougie, and I buy pre-cut watermelon, and I don't know what's happened to me in my life. I don't know why I am this way, but now I'm someone who buys pre-cut watermelon, and I recognize how wasteful this is. I recognize how expensive it is. I don't think I should be buying pre-cut watermelon, but I am. And sometimes I even go to like the like breakfast places where you can get watermelon and pay for it by weight in pre-cut, and I get a lot of it. And I eat a lot of watermelon. So I have a difficult relationship with watermelon now, because I have had such a love affair with it for my whole life, and I've eaten so much watermelon over the course of my life, and my obsession level has risen and fallen. But now that I'm on my own, full-fledged adult, and I have to buy my own watermelon, cut my own watermelon, put it into my own plastic containers in my fridge, I kind of have taken the easy road, and I have decided that I will just buy it pre-cut to make everything easier. So thanks, Mom, for pre-cutting my watermelon when I was a kid, and now I just buy it pre-cut. She would be so mad. She'd be like, what a waste of money. Oh my gosh. So that is my food for thought. Do not judge me for my pre-cut watermelon, okay? And that means that we are moving into the guest portion of our show. I am very, very excited to introduce to you all those who don't know him. the incredible, incomparable, kind-hearted, special human being, Steve Doss. Get in here. Yay! Look who it is.
Hi, Ellyn.
Hi.
So great to be here
Yay.
in studio.
In studio. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. I was actually just looking on my phone because I'm wondering if we all can see this. Saturday, August 3rd is National Watermelon Day, so everyone mark it in your calendars and send Ellyn some pre-cut watermelon. Oh, I love this.
Yes, Ellyn and Steve, dynamic duo.
You are just wonderful. I learned so much. I was literally over there like researching everything that you were talking about. I'm so pop culture ridiculous.
Well,
that was good to know.
That's what people say. They say about the top half of the show. They're like, I may not know a lot about pop culture, but like you're the one that's kind of helping me through that.
I mean,
because I consume enough of this information for everyone.
She's basically genius. Let's really break it down.
So we have at the Steve Doss. I always give everyone's Instagram handle. At the Steve Doss is here with me on the show today. I absolutely adore you. I love working with you. You are
Feeling is mutual.
Thank you. You're such a kind-hearted, warm person and very creative and fun and so much energy. I feel like we always talk about like current topics or like work-related topics.
Right.
And I need to know.
Yes.
You were born and raised in California. You dabbled in living in Hawaii for a hot second. You live in New York. Dabbled in the arts. Dabbled in event production, promotion, creation, planning.
Yes.
I feel like there's like Ellyn's Steve Doss that I know, and then like all of the rest of Steve Doss. And I want I want you to take me through in a truncated time.
Okay.
Your entire life story.
Yeah.
How did you get to be Steve Doss today?
This is the part of the movie where it's like 1:34 a.m. and I'm like, and then. So
everyone's like, oh my God, we'll get the Cliff's Notes.
Okay. So I was born in Fresno, California, which is Fresno, San Francisco, and LA almost make a perfect triangle.
Okay.
So I was heavily involved in drama and theater. I was accepted into performing arts school on the Central Coast near Santa Barbara.
Cool.
And then I was recruited by Disney to play Aladdin in their stage show at Disneyland in California. You knew this.
Yeah, I did, but I can't get over when people are characters. It's the coolest thing.
Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother episode. But like, truly. After the Disney days, I moved up to LA because Orange County, where Disneyland is, and LA are actually about an hour apart from each other.
Okay.
So I moved up to LA to live my acting and modeling dreams, and quickly discovered that lifestyle of this starving artist was not for me.
Not for you.
And also not for my parents. So I was like, can you put $300 in my account? So
help me, I'm poor.
Yeah, 100%. So I was bitching about it to some actors I was doing a play with, and one of them suggested I go for a waiter job at this new catering company that Wolfgang Puck was starting at the Hollywood and Highland Complex with the renovation of the then Kodak Theater where the Academy Awards is.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So while sitting in the waiting room, waiting to fill out my woohoo-hoos and get my waiter job, I was talking to this woman and she was like, oh, how old are you? What's your nationality? Are you an actor? And I was like, it's a little abrasive, ma'am, but yeah, sure. Yes, because I'm literally holding my headshot for my waiter job. It's LA. And she's like, oh, yeah, great. So, blah, blah, blah. So I go in, get the waiter job, come back out. She's a casting director from Good Morning America.
My favorite morning show.
Oh.
I watch it every day.
Absolutely. So they're like, yeah, you got the job. Yeah, we'll be in touch. And she's like, well, we want to use you next week, Monday through Friday, every morning, 4 a.m. because West Coast, East Coast time for Good Morning America. We're featuring segments with Wolfgang Puck to show us like different elements of the catering that they're doing for the Academy Awards. So like Monday was the hors d'oeuvres, Tuesday was the cocktails, Wednesday was the main course, and boobity bop. And so I was like, yes, I will have the waiter job, and I will also play a waiter on Good Morning America. So then
oh my God, that is like such an amazing like moment.
I mean, time and place.
Time and place.
1,000.
Like everything and what's destined to happen is meant to happen. Oh.
For sure.
Oh my God.
Never waited a day in my life. Ever.
Oh my God.
I know.
Yes.
So Monday rolls around, 4 a.m. I meet Chef Puck, Diane Sawyer, and they're like, okay, so this is what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. And then by Friday, I was like, Diane, Wolfie, boo! And at the end of the wrap on Friday, Wolfgang was like, Steve, I love you. You manage my events. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, I take a team of waiters to the celebrity homes, and blah, blah, and I'm like, yes, because I'm
gosh.
done being a waiter or done being an actor.
I'm done, yeah.
I bypassed the waiter part, and now I'm a manager of these events.
Oh my God.
And it was the Oscars that Brokeback Mountain was going on, so all of the presenters got these massive gift baskets, including a catered dinner from Wolfgang Puck. So 2 weeks after I went in for my waiter job, I was managing a dinner party at Jake Gyllenhaal's house with Heath Ledger, Michelle Williams, Salma Hayek, and Chef Puck is dicing away in the kitchen. It was insane.
I am fully shook. I'm literally.
I told you you were going to like this part.
Oh my God, we didn't do a pre-interview because I really said I wanted to be completely surprised. Wait, oh my God, Michelle Williams and oh my God, Heath Ledger together. What were they like together? Beautiful.
Wild. And what's crazy is that Salma Hayek and Jake Gyllenhaal were secretly dating. I know.
Oh my God. Oh
yeah,
my God. Oh my God. Okay, so you were there, you managed that, and that
was the progression of where my sort of theatrical, artsy self, I shouldn't say theatrical because what I still do is quite theatrical.
Yeah.
But yes, trying to be an actor in that LA scene slowly came to a halt, and I went for it with this events world, and since moved to New York and walked right into different event production jobs and whatnot. And that's when Refinery 29 scooped me up, and they're like, we want you to do our events for us. And I'm like, okay, here we are.
Oh my God.
And as you know, through the magic of like social media and the launch of Facebook Live, Refinery was like, you'd be great on camera. Why don't you do this for us?
Yeah.
And then I kind of became this sort of male-like face for the company. And so I do a couple things at Refinery.
Oh my God. That is so interesting to me. Like the path that you've taken, right? So like totally by chance, you're in this space, interviewing for a waiter job.
Yeah.
Right? That then GMA scoops you up, puts you on camera, the thing that you were like kind of pursuing.
Totally.
And then the events side of things was just like presented to you.
Yes.
It's like a series of saying yes to opportunity.
Absolutely.
And like as your life unfolds and as things are happening, you're kind of just always being open to, oh my God, now you're at Refinery like producing these mega events.
Super fun events.
I
do say so myself.
We call it Steve Doss Productions. And anytime we have these like awesome office events, I feel like everyone on my social media is constantly saying like, you have such a fun office. You're always doing such amazing things. When I'm posting pictures from like, there's bubbles and there's cupcakes and there's like, you know, photo moments, lots of booze, lots of really good food. Everything's on theme. There's colors, there's trends.
Yes.
Like it's always Steve. Like it's always been you.
It's so crazy. I mean, when I walked into the job, I had no idea what to expect and what Refinery 29 was really all about. And through these years, I've sort of developed alongside you, this amazing program that enhances the culture. If you don't like where you work, then what's really the point of working there? Through the dozen years of catering that I worked, one of my first events at Refinery 29, I'll never forget, there was a ton of Krispy Kreme donuts that were sent to the office. They were strawberry cream filled, and they were like, what do we do with all these donuts? And I was like, I got it. So open up the boxes, display them, stack them up on top of each other. Somebody go out and get a few baskets of strawberries. Let's put up the Krispy Kreme handle. And that's a hell of a lot better than just putting the donuts out.
Yeah.
So, and that's sort of where I kind of blossomed with Refinery.
I just love it.
It's the best.
And you're so incredible on camera. I feel like Steve is selling himself short right now. He is on camera host for, what's the name of the show? Sex S or Sex Ed?
Right now, I'm hosting on our Snapchat channel a Sex Ed game show. And literally, I hold a vibrator as my microphone and I talk like this.
Oh my God, it's like the real Disney,
That's
the
where
Disney
it
side of
is.
things. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So if you are obsessed with Steve Doss as much as I am, go follow the Steve Doss on Instagram. You will not be disappointed. I love when you do.
That is very kind.
Yes, I love when you do the Instagram stories of all of what it takes to put together an event, or, you know, how you're decorating a table and how you're handling like the layout and the color scheme. I think I find that stuff like intoxicating to
Oh, I
watch.
love.
So I know I'm not alone. So
Okay, well, you've inspired me to then do another one because we got a really good event coming up next week.
Oh, yes, we do. I can't wait. So having fun at events. We are going to have fun right now and play a game.
Ooh.
And the game is Screw, Marry, Kill.
Great.
But we don't put people in the options because it gets weird and awkward.
What?
So we do like snacks and food and inanimate objects.
Oh, good. Great. Fun. Okay, cool.
So, Screw, Marry, Kill.
Okay. Screw, marry, kill.
Skittles.
Mm.
M&Ms. Reese's Pieces.
Oh my god, this is so easy.
Notice the theme there?
Yes. I would definitely kill Skittles because Skittles are so not my jam.
Really?
I used to like the sour ones, but any kind of candy that gets caught in my molars and then continuously just sticks around.
Okay.
I'm not about.
So kill.
Kill. I would marry Eminem because he's such a classic.
Oh.
And I would screw Reese's Pieces because they are addicting.
Oh my god, I love that.
Yes.
And I like that you picked like a classic.
Oh yeah.
You like a classic kind of guy, right? You're
I
like,
love a classic guy. I have a classic guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay. So Skittles, M&Ms, Reese's Pieces. I feel like I'd marry Reese's Pieces.
Okay.
Because I really, really like those.
Oh yes.
Maybe I would screw Skittles because I really like Skittles and I like that kind of chewy candy, but like you can't eat too much of it because then I feel like I'm starting to choke when I'm eating a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like it's like filling up your mouth and
yeah.
it's like the sugar is dripping. And then I think I would say I would kill M&Ms just because I'm not a huge fan of milk chocolate.
Okay. You like dark.
I like dark, but
And
I'm
white.
not even like a big chocolate person, which I know is really offensive to a lot of people, but I'm not like if I have the choice between like a sugary candy or like a peanut butter and chocolate candy or just chocolate,
Yeah.
I would not pick the chocolate.
Oh.
Just plain old chocolate like Hershey bar, like
No, yeah, I wouldn't
there's
do
just
that.
nothing there for me.
You like gummy things?
Some gummy things.
People are like obsessed with gummy.
A lot of people are, and I used
my
to I used to not be into it and kind of judge them a little bit.
Sure,
and
sure.
That's a kid's candy, and then
Yes.
I think I had like a watermelon Sour Patch, and I was like, okay, stop
Oh,
judging. Watermelon! Oh my god, a watermelon Sour
Saturday, August 3rd, National Watermelon Day.
Watermelon Day! Okay, so that was Screw, Marry, Kill, Skittles, M&Ms, and Reese's Pieces. And
Love them
now,
all.
okay, this next game, everyone get ready. It is specifically programmed for one Mr. Steve Doss.
Oh.
Broadway shows.
Oh, yes!
I tried to go with
This
one.
makes me so happy.
Because you are like on the red carpet at Broadway openings, so you're kind of a big deal when it comes to the Broadway community.
Literally every person in office knows this.
Yes.
Yes.
So we had to open with a little Cher, because I know you're a big fan of Cher.
The musical.
Which is in our Screw, Marry, Kill.
Oh, yes.
Hamilton,
Oh.
The Cher Show, Book of Mormon.
Oh.
So you've got one that's like an original from history, one that is like a retelling of someone's musical song library, I guess, and then the other one that's completely original.
Okay, I
Thoughts?
would kill Book of Mormon
Okay.
because she's old. That's why.
Okay.
But it's a good show.
Yep.
I would screw Cher the musical.
Ooh.
It's fun, it's flashy, it's alive, it's eclectic, eccentric.
Yeah.
And I would marry Hamilton because it's a classic.
Oh my god. I
Yes.
would marry Hamilton as well.
Oh my gosh.
I'm obsessed.
That
though.
soundtrack.
I'm obsessed. When I went,
repeat.
I was like, this is like a concert. This isn't a musical.
Yeah.
I am here to see my favorite artist perform my favorite songs.
Have you seen Cher? We're going to Cher.
I haven't seen Cher.
Oh, we're going to Cher. All right, wait. What are your?
Okay,
what's
so
yours?
I would marry Hamilton, Hundo P. I liked Book of Mormon, but I just thought that like it would not get greenlit in today's society.
Not today.
Not
if
today.
it came out tonight,
if it came out
would
today,
be
it would be
problematic.
Yeah, like people wouldn't go see it. So I think I would just kill Book of Mormon because I think that it's just like an old mentality of what's funny.
She's old.
Yeah, she's old. So she can go. She's lived a life and she's done.
Yeah.
And so I guess I would screw the Cher show. I mean, there's a lot to go around. There's 3 different shares. It's hey, hey, hey. So like, let's go.
Absolutely. Oh my God, thank you for giving me a Broadway question. That's so
yes,
sweet.
of course. Oh my God, I love.
Well, my boyfriend's on Broadway. I wanted to be an actor. I decided not to be an actor, but my love for theater never ever went away. Which is partly why Barry and I work so well, because I love the theater, he works in theater, but
you like love it and support it, and it just like
it's a perfect braid of happiness.
Love. We'll talk about Broadway in another episode, as well as Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everyone, this means that we are getting into the close of our show, which is our Noah Centineo news update. We talked about how his new film on Netflix was coming out. It's called The Perfect Date. Came out Friday. It was not entirely perfect for me, and that's really hard for me to say about something that Noah is in. But I thought I had lost like all subjectivity.
Sure.
I thought I was just like, there's nothing he can do that I won't love.
No.
So I need to go rewatch it because I need to give him a second chance. From what I saw, they portrayed an actually healthy male relationships in his father and his best friend. I thought that was good. It was more of a coming of age story than a rom-com, honestly. I'm refusing to accept this. I am gonna go rewatch it.
Oh.
Tonight.
And that's the show.
And that's the show. So that is the Noah Centineo news update. Thank you everybody for watching the show. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Steve, for joining me this week.
Thank you. This was a ton of fun.
Yay! It's such a fun thing to do. I hope that everybody else is finding something that brings them joy. I hope this brings you joy. I hope that you can find something to spend time on that makes you happy. This has really been bringing me a lot of excitement and a lot of fulfillment and peace in my life. So I really appreciate everybody that's watching. Thank you so much. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Comment down below your favorite part of the video. Click here to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click here to watch more videos. Thanks.